Ladies and gentlemen, future engineers, hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much. My name is Tofino Mungere. I hope you are doing well. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed from in different continents, including in Africa in general, Europe, Australia, and among others. Thank you for your support to everyone, technicians and future engineers. Yesterday, I was learning about transistor. We starting with introduction to transistor in general, and also we continue with BJT, bipolar junction transistor, how it works, how to use in the circuit, and also in a different project, how to switching in general, why transistors are used in switching and amplifying signal. After that, we are continue with in the MOSFET. In this lesson, we cover different parts of MOSFET. We are covering this introduction to MOSFET, pin configurations, how to connect them, those pin, how to connect, and also we are understanding input and grounding and power supply of those pins. Finally, we have to simulate an example of using MOSFET to control motor learning in one direction. Welcome to join Eshuli Tv for online and physical classes according to your choice. Don't forget to do subscribe, stay updated with all courses. Welcome to learn MOSFET as part of transistor. Thank you so much.
witangara uno umubeshyi kubeshya reka n'abakubeshya bakubwira ko utabimenye. Dore igisubizo. Eshuli Technology Company Limited yabazaniye isomo ryiza rishya mu ndimi zose rya Basic Electronics. Tuziga gukoresha components zose za electronic, aha twavuga transistor, resistor, capacitor n'izindi. Nanone kandi tuziga circuit design hifashishije software zitandukanye nka Autodesk, Eagle, Proteus n'izindi. Wikikanwa va kuba kubeshya. Dore ishuri itandukana n'ubukene utangire none wisange mu basirimu basobanukiye ikoranabuhanga. Duhamagare kuri 0785123511 cyangwa 0788533990. Dukurikirane kuri platform zacu zose ni Eshuli TV.
MOSFET, what does it mean? MOSFET is abbreviation. MOSFET is called metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. That is normally is a type of transistor used in switching and amplifying in electronic signals. Remember that yesterday I was learning about transistor in general. Transistor the main function is amplifying signal and switching according to their types. Yes, so it is widely used in power electronics, microcontrollers, and digital circuit. For example, logic gates for digital circuit, and also it used in microprocessors and ICs. I think you were asking why it's used, how to use in microcontroller, how used in power electronics, and also in digital electronics. How? Alright, it is good questions. For let's start about power electronics. We know that inverter is a circuit designed to convert DC current into AC. Inverter DC direct current into alternative current. On this power electronics, it is one example for using MOSFET in order to convert those different powers from direct current into AC current. For microcontrollers, we know that microcontrollers, it is semiconductor devices. It's built semiconductor devices. IC, we know that IC is semiconductor devices. It combine, it build different million of electronic components designed into embedded of it. It means that the MOSFET are included on that component build the microcontrollers. In the digital circuits, here we have an example of logical gates. We know that logical gates, we've taken one example of logical gates. It is many logical gates like AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, and also it is different. In microprocessors is the same as microcontrollers. It build more electronic component embedded on it. Let's continue about the terminals or pin of transistor of MOSFET. It has a gate, drain, and source. Let's continue to differentiate or to explain about those terminals. Here's the subtypes of MOSFET. It has two subtypes. The first one is called N channel or negative channels. For negative channels and positive channel. N channel MOSFET, the current flow electrons, the negative electrons electrons carries from drain to the source when MOSFET is on. When you supply the MOSFET, the charges moves or flow from drain to the source. As you see here on these pictures or this image, the signal or electrons, negative electrons, flow from drain to the source, and then you receive the output to the gate. It is different to the P channel or positive channel. The current flow holds positive charge flow from the source to drain. Remember that this is drain to the source, N channel. Remember that the N channel, the negative charge carries from drain to the source, but P channel, the positive charge flow from source to drain. The gate control, the P channel MOSFET is to turn on the voltage. The negative voltage must be applied to the gate, the source. That is a different of these subtypes of MOSFET. For N channel, it conduct from drain to the source, and then you are receiving the output to the gate. But it is a different because here to the positive channel, it conduct the holes, positive holes, or it conduct from the source to drain, and then you are receiving the output to the gate. That is the difference of the subtypes of MOSFET. We are going to simulating by using Proteus softwares in order to see how MOSFET conducted, how to connecting those pins is a positive or negative pins and the output according to the component, the image of component, and also see that the application of this MOSFET. Welcome to Proteus. Welcome to Proteus for simulating by using MOSFET to control motors by using MOSFET in order to two directions, forward and reverse, in order to know in the concept behind how in a circuit, how it's connected on circuit, how to control by using those N channel and the P channel according to the application of it. So welcome to the Proteus in order to simulate and to see how it's working properly. Thank you so much. Let us continue about Proteus softwares. These softwares, as I told you, is a simulation softwares which help us to simulate your circuit in order to see how it's working before you are soldering on PCB, on motherboard. So to use this Proteus, go to Proteus software and place, double click, left click, double click, and then you're asking how to opening those softwares. You must choosing learn as administrator, and then you place 2 yes and waiting a little bit according to the processing speed of your computer. Let's continue with the Proteus today. You have to choose on this, open your project. If you place on the open project, it means you have a project saved on your computer, you have to opening again. But if you don't have a project, you have to create new. If you place on new project, it means that you have to create a new project. And then on this new flowchart, it means this software, it has ability to create a flowchart. And also this open sample, it is a sample of project. If you don't have some knowledge about this Proteus, it open on sample and getting a sample of a circuit designed. But today you have to choose on new project because we are going to use, we have a project, we are going to use MOSFET, because that is the reason why to create a new. And then to assigning the name of your project, that's called MOSFET. Type MOSFET, yes, and then click to this here. I have a new project from development board. This software, it has ability to create a PCB boards, but today we have to learn about how to create a circuit. At the end we are continuing with the how to create an PCB board. So here we have continue on next, and that is notified because I have another project which is called the MOSFET. You have to replacing it. Yes, no problem. Okay, and then do create a schematic. Yes, I want to create a schematic circuit. And then here is the create a PCB layout. Yes, no problem. No firmware project. Put on next and finish, and then place on finish. Okay, that is a view of the paper, the page of designing the PCB or schematic circuit. That is a paper which helps us to designing or to creating a circuit. Okay, we are going to design a circuit by using a MOSFET to control motor. And then this is a searching. This is a part of searching. Then we search MOSFET 2N is this one. Put on here. Ordinary diode, which rectifier single diode is this one. We need 2 diodes and also 1K resistor, 1K resistor is this one. 1K resistor, yes, 1K resistor. We need the one, and then we are going to this component. And also we need motors. We need the motor for controlling this MOSFET. See this motor. Search motor is this one. Let me choose this motor, this one. We need the supply. Let me choose battery of 5 voltage, simple, this one. Set and put it on this, and then we are going to join this component in order to see what is the output, how MOSFET are controlling the motor. Please follow step by step. Is very so it is very not difficult. Please follow. It is step by step. It is not difficult. It is very easy. Let's continue to join this component, connecting this diode, that is the output, connecting it to the motor. We need to control this, put supply, joining this ground or negative parts. That is the end of the circuit, how to control a motor by using a MOSFET. So as I told you before, the gate is it's like input. It's getting input signal from anywhere. That is the input signal from this push button. When placing this, the motor, it is starting to rotate. As you see, it's rotating clockwise. But when you're placing again, it is starting in different direction. So look at here. That is a circuit that shows how to use a MOSFET transistor by using to control motor in one direction, in reverse direction. It is possible to use MOSFET in 2 directions. So I would like to try to design your own schematic circuit in order to understand how it's operate. More information about Proteus, how to designing your circuit, how to try to use a MOSFET. That is, it is possible to control different motors in different direction. One motor reversing, forwarding directions. It is possible by using MOSFET to make a simple circuit in order to understanding as a beginner student. But we are continue to do more a project or more circuit according to be expertise to use these Proteus softwares. I would like to join Eshuli TV. If you don't make subscribe, please making subscribe right now in order to be updated for every videos or every courses to be uploaded on our YouTube channels. Thank you so much.
Tangira none utangire natwe kwiga amasomo y'ikoranabuhanga maze duteze imbere made in Rwanda. Tuziga software zitandukanye: Arduino, Proteus, Multisim, Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe Audition, SolidWorks n'izindi. Amahitamo yawe ni uguhitamo neza, ntaba ari ibisigara, ntaba ari wowe.
Here we go.